Welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. I'm Scott Jordan. This is round 7 from Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, with Arena Championship Series West. And let's meet our West Series lineup here, competing for the event championship. Series points leader Weston, Anderson, Gravedigger, Coty, Saucier, Corey Rummel, Tim Hall Jr., Ashley Sanford, Berto Trevino, Brianna Mahan, and Devin Winfield all ready to line up. First competition of the day, JCB Time Racing. The fastest driver around to the finish line wins the competition, gets first 8 points of the night. And up first, it is Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. We got a green light. And here goes the former Rookie of the Year out of Fullerton, California. Nice turn. Stays in the race lane. Hits the brakes, trying to get the truck turned around. And she is going to overturn it. Ends up on the side. And a DNF for Ashley Sanford right out the gate in Megalodon. Next up, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, second-year driver Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Going to try to not make that mistake in that far corner. Here goes the Velociraptor. Near side turn around the turning pod. Stays in bounds. Brake checks right there. Has to chop away at the Denver dirt. Comes up a little sideways across the finish line. For Velociraptor to get her first time, it's 11.200. Our next competitor, Lafayette, Louisiana veteran driver Coty Saucier in Dragon. Former Arena Racer of the Year. Going to show you why right here. Pinpoint turn on a dime. Keeps all momentum right at his hands in Dragon, and then goes up again. Seeing that wide turn. Going a little wobbly across the finish line. Costing a little bit of time. 10.220. And we have a new leader. It is Coty Saucier in Dragon. Next up, series points leader Weston, Anderson in Gravedigger. The red headlights here, getting the fans up on their feet in Denver. Nice corner there for Gravedigger's got to finish it off if he wants to take the lead away from Dragon. Gravedigger comes up over the finish line, and the black and green wrecking machine checks in with a 10.422. Dragon still hanging on to that JCB Time Racing lead. Out of Sullivan, Illinois, here's the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. Green light here for Brianna Mahan. She comes in, breaks it all the way around, goes wide on the corner. A little narrow there into that straightaway. And now Brianna Mahan goes wide again. Gets a nice lane, though. Probably the cleanest over the finish line that we've seen. 11.088 for Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. Next up out of Corpus Christi, Texas, riding for Team Throttle Monster, Berto Trevino. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler, he goes hard off the starting line. That's going to make him go wide on that turn. And we'll see how he plays the straightaway here in the final quarter. Clips the pod slightly. And again, that hard start going to cost Berto Trevino. Does get across the finish line at 11.955. Next up, riding for Team Throttle Monster as well. This is Corey Rummel in Earthshaker. He is also fast off the starting line. He ends up fixing it right there, corrects that corner, and makes up those seconds here. Now wide on that side there on the track. My goodness, Corey Rummel went hard across that finish line. 11.500 for Earthshaker. And that brings us to our final competitor, Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Nice start here for Jurassic Attack. Great corner as well. Stays in that boundary line. And now trying to finish this off, take the win away from Dragon. Here comes Tim Hall Jr. across the finish line. Big air for Jurassic Attack, 11.731. And that means Coty Saucier and Dragon going to get the racing win. Another one in his illustrious career winning races. He's going to get on top of the leaderboard early as we check out our BKT overall event leaderboard. Dragon with 8, Gravedigger 7, Scooby-Doo 6, Velociraptor with 5, and Earthshaker with 4, currently rounding out our top 5 after one competition. Dragon is now in the winner's circle, but we got a long way to go. The two-wheel skills challenge is next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. You're watching Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series West. The next up is the two-wheel skills challenge. Each driver gets 2 chances to wow the crowd with a maneuver using only 2 wheels. They get 2 attempts to do so, and they're being scored on creativity, skill, and execution. Here's Coty Saucier in Dragon. Gets it reverse into a wheelie all the way up across the pod. And great execution there for attempt number 1. Coty, attempt number 2 here, comes on the other side of the track, this time all the way across the pod, looking for a stoppie right into a wheelie. Couldn't catch it, so he hit that punch into reverse. Now he's got another combo going. There's a wheelie. Going to try to get this thing back up over the pod. Can't get it done. 7.153 for Coty Saucier in Dragon. Out of Cadillac, Michigan, Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Going for a popper here. Nice elevation there for those back two BKT tires. 90-degree angle sets it back down on the bottom of the track. And comes up again over that double log stack. Right into a nose wheelie combo, into a moonwalk as well. Now he's got that Jurassic Attack truck right where he wants it on the center chalk line of that pod. And you see the back two wheels starting to turn a little bit as he toggles a rear steer, showing off here for the fans in Denver. Now he's going to run it off to the edge, sets it back down. And that'll do it. 2 attempts for Jurassic Attack at an 8.678 for Tim Hall Jr. Here is Devin Winfield, Velociraptor, powerful popper there for Devin Winfield. Goes nearly all the way across the track. Now settles in nicely here, trying to balance it into a stoppie, into a moonwalk as well. Complete control here for the kid out of Las Vegas. Former USRH Tech official ride truck driver, now driving Velociraptor. Pure skill and precision there from Devin Winfield. Attempt number 2, another popper off the log stack, and now he's got the rear steer going, and he's going to crab walk this 12,000-pound dinosaur all the way across the pod. And now Devin Winfield got to balance it right on the edge. We'll see if he tries to flip it up or set it down. And he is going to set it all the way down over that log, catches it, makes the save, and gets an 8.691. Our final competitor, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. How many of these has Weston won in his young career? Too many to count. You see those red headlights digging into the dirt on top of the pod here at Ball Arena. And now Weston Anderson going to work under his paycheck here, putting on a clinic for the fans in Denver, Colorado, just back and forth. He's got this thing up for 20 full seconds. He's going to make the most of it. Crew Chief Chandler West in his ear telling him how much time he's got to moonwalk this bad boy down the pod. And now again with another popper, Weston Anderson wasting no time on the center lane. Complete control again, just back and forth. Now he's going to show off, toggling that steer. And now he's got that thing sideways, going to try to balance this on one wheel. We've seen him do this all season long. Now he flips it to the other side. I don't know how Weston Anderson is able to do that, but he gets it done, gets the win. 9.142, and Weston Anderson is your winner in the two-wheel skills competition. So Weston gets 8 points. It was his first win in Denver. So we take a look at the updated BKT Overall Event leaderboard. 15 for Gravedigger, 13 for Dragon, 12 for Velociraptor, 10 for Scooby-Doo, and 9 for Jurassic Attack. 2 down in Denver and 2 to go. The Arena West Showdown continues next with Donuts on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master from Ball Arena in Denver, where we've reached the third competition, which is Monster Jam Donuts. You're going to see these 12,000-pound machines go round and round. Speed, style, accuracy is what fans in attendance are looking for to score. Here is Tim Hall Jr. and Jurassic Attack goes wide, gets a nice angle here, now going to work here, roosting the Denver dirt all over this track. And Jurassic Attack has a masterful donut here. Tim Hall Jr., 7.950. Weston Anderson coming off that skills win, trying to make it 2 in a row in the donut competition. We've seen these Gravedigger donuts absolutely annihilate the competition as he goes in from the other side. Shades of his dad, Dennis Anderson. That front right BKT tire up off the ground, just spinning in absolute precision with Gravedigger. And Weston Anderson, 8.205, takes the lead. Next up, Coty Saucier in Dragon. Won the racing competition to start the night, trying to get his second win here in Denver. Now going to power through. He's trying to get the truck balanced. As you see it going a little over to the side in a bicycle formation. He's got to get the throttle going and get that throttle rhythm down. Now he's got it down pat. And there goes Dragon. Round and round goes Coty Saucier. And Dragon with a great donut, 8.505. We got a new leader in the donut competition. That brings us to Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. She's going to come in powerfully here. Low center of gravity with the back end of those 2 BKT tires, just anchoring this Scooby-Doo Monster Jam truck. Brianna Mahan with a great donut display, and she takes the win with an 8.602. So the Princess of Carnage getting it done. Brianna's first win of the day gets her 8 points. And here's your updated BKT leaderboard. 21 for Gravedigger, 20 for Dragon, 18 for Scooby-Doo, Jurassic Attack with 14, and Velociraptor with 13. We've reached the final competition of the day. It is freestyle. There's your criteria. They got to complete the 15 seconds of the run to qualify. Fans scoring once again, want to see the drivers hit every obstacle on that six-sided pod. They want to see creativity, technical moves, combinations, and of course maybe that Morgan & Morgan backflip, that 8-pack buried into the pod. And right now on the track out of Fullerton, California, former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, Ashley Sanford piloting Megalodon. In that first position here, coming out in freestyle, gets a chance to show the fans what to expect. Gets to show the drivers what to hit. As you see the track right now here in Denver, the faces of this pod on those ramps absolutely decimated with the first 3 competitions of the day. So Ashley going to try to find a great spot to hit onto that pod to get some air and get some speed and grab some momentum. Comes up over the side, now gets Megalodon back on the far corner of this track. That Megalodon body looking a little worse for the wear here as he enters the final competition of the day. Doesn't matter. What matters is the driver behind the wheel, and Ashley Sanford, one of the best female drivers in the sport. She gets some nice air and modified slap wheelie combo, and that'll do it for Megalodon. Here's the original super glue. Glue to the action replay. Gets some elevation up here over that log. 5.977 is the score from the fans in Denver. Next up out of North Jackson, Ohio, former Extreme Air Award winner Cory Rummel, driving Earthshaker for Team Throttle Monster. Cory, a long list of Monster Jam accolades: 2018 Double Down Showdown winner, 2019 Extreme Air Award winner, 2019 Technician of the Year, 2022 Breakout Driver of the Year. Stepped away briefly to start the 2025 season after a long run, over a decade-long run with Team Scream. Now back in the fold with Team Throttle Monster. We're glad to have him back, as Cory Rummel, one of the best technicians and drivers in the sport. Extreme Air Award winner. You might see why here in Denver if you can sky this Earthshaker Monster Jam truck all the way across Ball Arena. Coming in slow to the pod, just trying to keep a center lane here, get it back down on one side, maybe looking for something technical, perhaps a stoppie. And now going to back this Earthshaker truck up, try to gain a little momentum here, try to again for a reverse stoppie. Here's the original super glue glued to the action replay. There's the big air out of Earthshaker. And the score 5.728. Megalodon keeps the lead. The action is heating up inside the Ball Arena. Coming up next, Freestyle will continue. We return with more Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master. We are back with more Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master from Denver as we continue on with our freestyle competition. Our next competitor, riding for Team Throttle Monster out of Michigan, Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Wasting no time, comes all the way across the pod into a stop. He moonwalks his way back to the other side of this pod. Continuing on with the air, comes right back over it. Tim Hall Jr. technically in his rookie season here in Monster Jam, his first Arena Championship Series. Started as a technician back in 2017. 2022 began with Team Throttle Monster and began driving back in 2023. But first Championship Series for Tim Hall Jr. as we take a look at the original super glue. Glue to the action replay, 4.280 for Jurassic Attack. Next up, our current overall event leader. This is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Going to try to put on a clinic here at the Ball Arena. These fans in attendance get the opportunity to help score and crown our event championship using that judgeszone.com. So if you're ever at a Monster Jam event, all you have to do is take your phone or your tablet and you will be able to help crown our winner by scoring some of these competitions, including freestyle. Weston knows what the fans want, and he's going to try to give it to them right there, including some big air as Gravedigger skies from one side of the track to the other. Picking up some momentum here, goes into that straightaway. Weston Anderson has something in his sights here. Gravedigger coming in for the 8-pack. Gravedigger goes up, and Weston Anderson hits the brakes, bounces off the front 2 BKTs, and Weston Anderson is not done. Wheelie combo move. Incredible wow moment here. He's going to try to save this, gets it back down, and Gravedigger is not done yet. The run of the night so far for Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. And that'll do it. Here's the original super glue glued to the action replay. Check out the backflip from Weston Anderson, 9.330. Your new leader is Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. What a run for that young man. You got to follow that. It might as well be Berto Trevino representing the dog pound here for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Another driver who started as USHRA Tech official, working his way up to the ranks. Stormed onto the scene last year in his first full-time season driving. Prior to a career in Monster Jam, also a sponsored skateboarder. So Berto, a pure athlete here, who can get it done with a board and a truck. But now in order to win a freestyle competition, he's got to navigate Monster Mutt Rottweiler all over this track in Denver. Weston Anderson with the run of the night so far has the lead. And Berto Trevino would love nothing more than to take it away from him and get his first freestyle win of the 2025 Monster Jam season. A lot of room in front of Berto here as he comes back in. Right up over the log stacks, a nice jump. Gets a floater right up on that pod. Beautiful landing. When you land the truck on all 4 BKT tires, you can keep that momentum, drive down the pod, come back again the other way and do a little more damage here. He gets into a wheelie combo. And that will do it. Here's the original super glue glued to the action replay for Berto Trevino. The huge air there for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. 7.039 is the score. The freestyle lead remains with Gravedigger. Here's a driver who's won a lot of freestyle competitions in her Monster Jam career. Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. She trails the overall event lead by 3. And with Gravedigger in that top spot in freestyle, she's going to need to take the lead here and get some help if she wants to win the event championship. Out of Sullivan, Illinois, the aptly named Princess of Carnage, who can just throw it down on any given night in any arena, any stadium, and just beat everybody winning a freestyle. She's going to try to prove that here tonight. Thousands of great Monster Jam fans in attendance in downtown Denver, the home of the Nuggets. As we saw a nice vertical sky wheelie there for Brianna Mahan. Now comes back again, takes that pod ramp a little off to the left. That way she can get onto this track diagonally, almost a figure 8 formation. There you see it, perfect truck awareness. And that is where she is gonna go up with another sky wheelie. That's what she was looking for that first time. This time she gets the length and the momentum. And now the throttle rhythm heating up for Brianna Mahan up over that log. Gonna push the throttle, keep Scooby-Doo in bounds. Brianna Mahan comes back again to the pod. Seconds ticking away here on the freestyle clock, and that is the end of the run. Here's the original super glue glued to the action replay. There is the big air sky wheelie. Brake check bounce 7.672 for Brianna Mahan. It's Scooby-Doo. Next out on the track, riding for Team Throttle Monster, Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. This is Arena Championship Series West. It is also the Team Throttle Monster Tour with 4 trucks on this tour. So not only do these drivers have to drive the trucks, but the crew chief, the technicians, they all have to work together as a team to keep all 4 Throttle Monster trucks in competition each and every night. So hats off to them with a large crew here. But Devin Winfield trying to get it done right now with a freestyle victory. Second-year driver, had a decent rookie season after starting out as club help, volunteering, just showing up the events, putting on an orange t-shirt, doing whatever was asked of him. Moved up into a tech official role, ride truck driver, and then wanted to drive, so he cut his teeth on the independents, found a home with Team Throttle Monster. He's earned this spot, and he's having a heck of a second season behind the wheel. That beautiful blue Throttle Monster Velociraptor. Now Devin Winfield slows down, looking for a stoppie, and he gets it. Coming right down off the pod. Perfect catch there for Devin Winfield. You see some smoke coming out of the bottom there of Velociraptor. Now into a moonwalk. And Devin Winfield just catches the 8-pack. That could have moonwalked all the way across the pod. He clips the wheel on a tire. So a great combo move there for Devin Winfield, and that'll do it. Here's the original super glue glued to the action replay right here. Devin Winfield goes in for a stoppie. He gets it perfectly. There's the score, 8.020. Now goes right into a nose wheelie. And complete control here for Devin Winfield. Great technical maneuver in his freestyle run. Gets him an 8.020 from the fans. And Denver has a lot more time here. Slides it back into a moonwalk. Just chip it away. And then gets it all the way back. So a pure skill and execution there from Devin Winfield to end the run for Velociraptor. Our final competitor out of Lafayette, Louisiana. This is Coty Saucier in Dragon. Lot on the line here for Coty. He trails Weston Anderson by 1 point. So a freestyle win here will also get Coty Saucier the overall event championship. Otherwise, it does go to Team Gravedigger. You want to talk about a Monster Jam resume, you go all the way back to 2012. Technician of the Year, 2014 Rookie of the Year, Showdown Champion in 2015, as well as a Rising Star Award. 2019 All-Star Challenge Saturday Racing Champion, 2023 Arena Racer of the Year, multiple World Finals appearances. Coty Saucier has been on the biggest stages in Monster Jam, and he's come through. And now he has a chance to come through with another overall event championship to add to his trophy case. Picking up some momentum here, comes right up over that tire stack. It is going to take a heck of a run here for the Monster Jam veteran to beat the score from Gravedigger's Weston Anderson. If anybody can get it done here, it is Coty Saucier. The score to beat from Gravedigger, 9.330. As you see, Dragon comes short there, lands the back two on the pod on that ramp, but that is going to do it. So an unfortunate end to the run, not going to get him the win. But here's the original Super Glue to the action replay, and there's your score, 7.679 for Dragon. That means Gravedigger wins freestyle. As we take a look at our final BKT overall event leaderboard, 29 for Gravedigger wins the event, 26 for Dragon, 23 for Scooby-Doo, 20 for Velociraptor, and 15 for Jurassic Attack. Weston with another dominant showing wins the overall event championship. Right now, we're going to head down to the track to Alex Miniak and our champion, Weston Anderson, in this Northern Tool and Equipment Pit Report.
Weston, two-wheel skills, freestyle. You said you were going to give these fans in Denver a show tonight, and boy, did you.
Absolutely, man. You know, we did what we could with what we had out here. This may be a small arena, but that doesn't mean we ain't going to get rowdy. I had to give these fans something that they're going to remember and want to come back next year, so we gave them that Morgan to Morgan backflip, baby.
And how important is this guy to your right, your crew chief, Chandler West?
Man, he is the backbone of Team Gravedigger, man. He's the only reason why we're in the lead for the point series right now. The only reason why we won the point series last year. He's the guy that turns the wrenches. I just turned the steering wheel, so hats off to Chandler, man. He's the real hero in the background, and hey, he got us this win tonight, man.
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, your BKT overall event champion.
Thank you, Alex. So the legend of Weston Anderson continues to grow with another event championship trophy. He and crew chief Chandler West begin their celebration tonight as they add that trophy to the case at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Denver also becomes another city added to Gravedigger country in 2025. We will have more with this series as well as the East and Central all season long right here. So make sure you join us. From Denver, Colorado, I'm Scott Jordan. I look forward to seeing you right here next time on another brand new edition of Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master.